Hey everyone, Dan at Bushcraft. Well, I am excited to show you this and very happy to show you this. The most comfortable and first time ever comfortable belt pouch I've ever had on. Let me explain real quick and then I'll give you all the details. So if you spend time up in the mountains, climbing over logs, maybe doing some climbing up and over rock faces, jumping across streams, down on all fours going up hills that are so steep that a mountain goat would find a way around, then you know what I'm talking about. If you have the wrong gear or you have it on your body the wrong way, it becomes very uncomfortable very quickly. It gets in the way, it irritates, it can even cause sore spots. It can not only cause discomfort, but it can cause you to have an accident, to slip or something because it's just in the way. Well, that's always been my problem with belt pouches over the years. I've tried traditional leather mountain man belt pouches, tactical belt pouches, pretty much everything. Nothing would work for me because when I bend down, especially side to side, it would dig into my side. Extremely uncomfortable because it rides high. All my gear, if you check out the way I wear my stuff, I wear everything down low. So my knife is always on a dangler. My saw is in a custom sheath so that it rides below the waistline. Even my hatchet sits below the waistline. Well, as you just saw, this Helikon Tex SERE pouch has a loop that you can put your belt through that causes the pouch to sit about 2 inches below your waistline. So I have field tested this out here. It doesn't get in the way when I climb, when I jump, when I go over logs, rocks, up hills, whatever. It is never in the way. Before, when I would go up hills, they would get, because it was up high, it would get in the way of my leg. And when I would bend over, it would get in the way of my side. Now, it doesn't get in the way at all. So if you want to attach it to something with loops or a strap, a belt I mean, and wear it waist high, you can, but it has this other loop right here on the back so that it drops down below the waistline, and it is super comfortable that way. And zippered pouch, you've also got, again, you saw the webbing on the back. There's a loop on each side here. You could attach something, car keys or whatever. Zips down, and then inside, on this side, is netting with a zippered pouch, which I have quick tinder tabs and a small container of cotton batting with petroleum jelly. So fire starting tinders go in there. Might have a piece of fat wood in here too. And then I have some cordage laying loose up on top and a cotton bandana. So mostly my fire starting kit along with extra cordage. And then on the back side here, you have 3 places to hold gear. So in the first place, I have my Victorinox Forester. I like the Forester and the Ranger because they both have locking blades. And this is just the perfect size for carving. And then you also have, of course, the saw and some other useful items, all can opener. And that's just the perfect size to fit down in one of those little pockets. My ferro rod and striker fit perfectly in this one with room left over if I wanted to put a flashlight or something else in here. And my lighter with a protective cover on it so that it doesn't get compressed down inside and I lose my fuel. And again, my bandana and cordage. These are things that I like to have on me at all times. Before, they would always be in my pockets and being in my pockets wasn't the most convenient, wasn't the most comfortable, having to always unbutton the pockets, dig around, get them out, and I could feel them against my legs, but it was more comfortable than the alternative. As I said, this Helikon Tech SERE pouch takes care of every complaint, every problem I ever had. Now all of those things ride in one pouch on my side, which is super easy to get to. I'm standing here, I want to tie something up, unzip, I got my cordage. I want my little knife out to notch something. I want to start a fire. Everything's right here on me at all times, along with the other 3 items that are always on my belt: a hatchet of some kind, a knife, and a folding saw. Those things are always on my belt. Now, you might see something new on my belt. You've never seen me with an SEJG5 before. On a dangler. Field review coming. It is in the testing phase right now. I like it. I'm enjoying it. It has a feeling of nostalgia, which I really like. I'll review it in the future when I get some more time on it. Other than that, let me tell you guys part of the reason I'm doing this pouch. First of all, it's great find for me because it solved the problem I've had, and I'm sure you others out there who are out bushcrafting and hiking and practicing survival have run into the same issue. I've talked to a lot of people who have had issues with gear riding high on their belt. So this solves one issue, and that is a belt pouch that sits low, that you can carry a small first aid kit, survival kit, bushcraft kit, whatever in, and it be so comfortable you not even know it's there. And that's the thing, when I'm hiking out here up and down these hills and down to the creek below us and stuff, I don't even notice it's there, and that's the first time ever. And I just want to say, I've got some new gear like this knife that I'm field testing, so there'll be some new gear reviews coming up. But stay tuned, because the next video that comes up, hopefully in just a few days, is going to be a review of my 2025 Bushcraft kit that I'm going to be carrying out here. It's not a full pack, it's my small scout kit that I'll be carrying throughout the spring and summer and fall on all of my hikes and explorations. And along with it will be a review and field test of one of the coolest things I have ever used. And that video, I needed to post this little kit first. That video is coming up next. And again, definitely one of my top 10 all-time favorite items that I've ever field tested, and maybe even, I would say probably top 5. I absolutely love this, and I can't wait to show you guys. So stay tuned. Next video, watch for it. 2025 Bushcraft Scout Kit loadout, along with a new piece of gear. I'll give you a hint. It's my favorite color. And it is, again, one of the coolest pieces of gear I have ever tested. I've got it out here today, been using it throughout the day, and I'm absolutely loving it. So that's going to be the next video. And then after that, guys, I just want to give you a little heads up. I've already made arrangements. I'm going to do a survival challenge as soon as I can get into the higher country. Right now, it's impossible to get a vehicle up there, and I don't have access to a snowmobile or anyone that I know, no one who owns one. But spring weather's here. Mid-70s today, 70s again tomorrow. The snow's melting fast. When I can get back up into the high country, I've already made arrangements for someone to take me off, dump me out there, and I'm going to hike my way out. My vehicle will be parked at another destination, and I will have to find it. And what I'm going to do on that is, the week before I do that video, I'm going to let you guys decide what I carry. I'm going to take a whole bunch of gear options, lay them out on a table, and you guys will be able to pick 5 items from those options, put them in the comments. I'll tally them up. Whatever the top 5 picks are, those are the 5 items and only 5 items, other than something to carry them in. So like a haversack or small pack, whatever, just something to carry them in. Those are the only 5 items that will be going with me as I hike my way through a roadless wilderness area to hopefully find my vehicle. I'll have someone on the other end that if I don't show up by dark will, I don't know, start honking his horn, yelling help, sending out the deer and the elk to find me. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I've done those challenges before, but it's cool because it's the first time I've been able to get you guys involved. So you get to decide how hard you want it to be. There'll be gear that's, you know, much easier and gear that's much harder. Do we want Dan to really struggle? Do we want Dan to be tested? Or do we want to make it easy on him? It'll be up to you guys. One other announcement I want to throw out. I'm also going to be starting a new playlist very soon called Camp and Trail Cooking. I have been doing some amazing recipes, and so I'm going to start a playlist where my cooking videos are just separate. Even if I'm out here on a camp out for a whole weekend and we film the bushcraft tasks and the hiking and other things, I'll take the cooking and make it, hang on. Okay. Just, even when I'm talking, I'm always listening, and if something is out of the ordinary, but you know, you get these squirrels that knock these pine cones out of the trees, thump, 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 thump all the way down. That sounds like Bigfoot's charging up on you. I have to get my hatchet out. Anyway, I want to share these recipes. So it's going to be called Camp and Trail Cooking. Out on the trail, where I'm just carrying a minimum kit, it'll be very minimal recipes. It might be something as simple as ramen with 1 or 2 other things, or 1 other thing. But then the camp cooking will be back in camp. It might be, you know, over a campfire, might be on a propane stove, but it'll be camp cooking. We'll get into using some cast iron and some carbon steel frying pans and things, and share with you guys one of my all-time most favorite things to have out here. Cook it right in the fire. Cinnamon raisin cherry pie. Ah, I can't wait. Anyway, Camp and Trail Cooking, so that's a new playlist that will be coming soon, and hopefully as soon as spring breaks and I can get up into the higher, more remote areas, we'll get some overnighters in, we'll get the new playlist started. Hopefully I have the chance throughout the year to do, you know, maybe 3, 4, 5 challenges where somebody drops me off into different areas and I have to make my way out using different gear and different things. And I have a lot of fun doing those. A lot of fun. I did one, was it 2 years ago? You might go back and check it out. Type in Ochiko Bushcraft Survival Challenge. That video comes up. And that one I had done during a drought towards the end of summer, and I deliberately went in with no water. And it was interesting because I was getting very hot. I was getting cottonmouth, and to find water in the bottom of a canyon was just, what a relief. So there's always a challenge when I do these things, and but for me it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I learn things, and I'm able to show you guys things that you can do if you're in such a situation and you're lost, and show you the things that I'm learning along the way, because it's every time's a new experience, every time's a new challenge. You never know what you're going to run into with the weather, with the animals, with the terrain. Even though I know this like my backyard, it's a very big backyard, and I have gotten in the wrong canyon before and thought I was in a different canyon and had to circle back and backtrack all the way out because I was not where I should have been. So it's a big enough backyard that even I can get turned around in. Anyway, I hope that you will stay tuned. I'm really excited as spring is coming to get out here, like I said, and do the new playlist, do some cooking for you guys, show you some amazing recipes. Cinnamon raisin cherry pie. Just wait. Things that you can have out here. I got some planned videos to do jointly with Coyote Works. we got some cool stuff that we've been talking about. Hopefully it all comes together. Conflicting schedules is the tough thing for him and me. He has to do his videos primarily on weekends, where I have to do my videos primarily during the week because of work conflict. But we're going to do our best to work it out and get out here a couple times. And then again, like I said, overnighters, challenges, and just have a lot of fun and bring this to you guys. And I'm sure there's someone watching saying, is he ever going to stop talking? Well, I'm done. I wanted to bring all that information to you guys. Again, if you're looking for a super comfortable belt pouch, Helikon Tex, SERE pouch, not only the most comfortable, but the very first comfortable belt pouch I've ever had on out here. And again, please stay tuned. Tell your friends, other watchers of this channel, Bushcrafters, get ready. My 2025 loadout for my Bushcraft Scout Kit with something new that I can't wait to show you guys will be the very next video that you see. Take care, everyone.